Could chess opening theory be your blueprint for success in software development? Welcome to Frankly Developing. I'm your host Frank, and today we'll delve into how chess opening theory shapes the foundations of software development. Explore the strategic learning parallels between the game of kings and software engineering, a guide not just for developers, but for anyone intrigued by the strategy behind learning and problem solving. The first thing to notice is that a chess opening serves the player to build up a strong foundation for the entire game. Each single move is part of setting up that strong position for the mid-game where most of the action occurs. In software engineering, you can draw a parallel to how we set up our position in terms of the programming languages, the tools or processes that we use. You want to start your project with the right moves, or in this case, with setting up version control like Git, setting up your CI/CD pipelines, setting up static analysis. So when you're going strong later on, you have a foundation that actually works for your development. In chess, you may do some early planning and just making sure also that your pieces are protected, like here in the classical French defense. But in software development, it's similar. When we plan things in chess, like our attack strategies and attack vectors, where could we go, where could we approach the enemy, where could we attack the enemy position. It's similarly in software development, where we plan these bigger things like features and epics or product increments. Where do we want to go? How should this whole thing play out and give us the best result in the end? In chess, our opponent's moves may kill our strategy and plans, and we need to adapt to that. We also may want to anticipate what the opponent might do so we do not get into some trouble there. Similarly, in a software project, you also want to have your strategy and your plan in place, but also the reality and certain new learnings or conditions that change, they may kill this strategy, and you have to adapt to that. And you also want to anticipate some of this, anticipate what you're going to need eventually, what your architectural needs are going to be, what your users may want in terms of features. And again, each plan that is destroyed needs some adaptation. You need to react to what's going on in the world around you, because no plan will survive enemy contact. As a chess player, you may deviate from a standard opening, and so may your opponent. Likely it's a mistake, but the question is, are you able to punish such a mistake? Do you know the consequences of playing in a different way than most people have learned is a good way? Once you deviate, you need to adapt. And there's many possible ways what can go on from then. And you need to learn over time and get experience from many games to be able to handle all of these situations. And that's why chess players also study historic games and see why certain things played out this way, try to understand why a move was made. And in software engineering, we have a similar situation again. As a consultant, you may see something going wrong, but can you fix it as well? It's a different move. Something may be done differently than the rest of the industry does it. But is it good? Is it bad? If it is bad, can you fix it? Can you make it better? You still need to adapt all the time. And you also need to learn by repetition from your experience. And also you can look at other projects, other companies and how they work. Looking at like the history of the chess games. For us, it's more like the history of other companies. And of course, our history is a lot shorter because software changes. So we look at what are others doing in the industry to compare against what we are doing and see if we deviate from a standard opening theory. And then you still need to understand, is it good or is it bad? Over time, chess players will develop their own personal style, openings they prefer and excel at. Just like developers will find their niche, they will specialize and become experts in certain frameworks or languages. but both face the same danger. If, as a chess player, you only know one opening, your opponents will eventually know and destroy you. And if, as a software developer, you can only work with that one framework or that one programming language, it will become known similarly, and you will have a hard time getting hired. But there are many opportunities for growth in these worlds. Chess players can learn more and more openings, general opening theory, and numerous variants on specific openings. As a software developer, you should learn the foundational building blocks, tools, programming languages, different processes, methods and techniques that apply to all the projects. For example, you could learn to read code like a chess grandmaster, and I've got a video for you linked up there. If you enjoy this comparison of the game of kings with software engineering, then please like the video and subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications so you will get informed when we continue to look at these fascinating parallels for the mid and end game of chess.